Read the disclaimer, 13 and up.
Hello everyone, it is another QuadStrike episode review. We're at 6 now. After this, it is just going to be weekly. It was only like this for this week where it was on each day, but now it's going to be next Saturday for episode 7. That being said, Ken is back. We got the episode on it. Very excited to actually talk about it. I'll give my thoughts. Let's get started. It starts off with a puppet show that is done by Ken's parents. Okay, I thought it was really goofy. It was nice, it was nice. So then after, I could tell it was, because the moment I saw like the teeth design and all that, I'm like, wait a minute. This was like a very season 1 design. Because I've not seen season 1 in such a long time, because it's been so long since we've seen Ken. But no, it was really cute. And, you know, they visit the puppet show. I'm like, hey, you get a free puppet if you win, hey. And then after they also mentioned there's a monster blader. I really like how they kind of set it up there. And honestly, it feels so weird because we haven't seen him in so long. Yeah, it sets it up so they're trying to like, I don't know, stalk it out. And they get scared by a dragon puppet. It was a little goofy. And then after the two puppets appear. So the voice actor for Ken, for the QuadStrike, I have it here. I'm afraid to butcher the name by accident, also because it's the morning. But I say they do a good job. A lot of times for characters that, because obviously it's a different production because the original one was like in Canada or whatever, right? And, you know, obviously we like Bang Zoom. Usually sometimes the characters, I think usually for the most part, they are like a unique take on the character for the dub from the pre-existing. Or some are just kind of more unique for the voice. I think this is more on the unique voice. I think, you know, I like their take on the character. And I think they do good work. And if you're wondering, yeah, I have the tweet there. Good. Okay. Where'd I go from here? Yeah, so it's funny that they don't know Ken. I guess it would make sense because Ken has not been active for a couple of years, quite literally. So they finally remembered him. Although technically in the manga he's been active. Technically. But in the animation, he finally exists. He finally popped into existence because, right? we finally got him back. Finally got him back from the void. There are so many characters that burst in the animation where they just forget they exist, and now finally he exists now. And Pri talks to Hana about it, and she wants to actually go and challenge Ken. That's what next week's episode is going to be based on. We see him practicing his launches, and then after just getting ready for the show. And thank God he's not doing the fusion base. I keep on forgetting the chain's base is fusion plus the yard attachment. And I'm like, well, I'm happy he's in the yarn. And then after, oh yeah, also with Belle and Renzo, because it kept, you know, messing up things for the production of the puppet show, they are forced to clean up and pick up trash and all that stuff, so I thought that was kind of funny. And then after, yeah. And instead, Ken's like, nah, I'll take you both on. Now listen, hey, ayo, man, he's taking them both down. Damn. I just went like, whoa. All right, that's kind of cool because he hasn't battled in such a long time. So I like the idea that they make him just go all out. So they do reference that he was a part of the original, was it the Vault's group, and they gave a little flashback, so they remembered him. Now, I wish they referenced him. It's just like he's in the void now. Like Ken got out of the void, but he's still in the void. So he obviously reveals his bae, which is Chain KERBEUS, which, yeah, I just keep forgetting how the Hasbro one looks. It is funny, I keep on saying this, but because the actual Hasbro one has like terrible detail, because like they refuse to pay for any paint on these baes. What basically the animators have to do to like work around it, they're like whoever does like the modeling, all the lighting and all that stuff, is they actually have to make like a highlight of it visibly because you literally just cannot see it properly. So I always think it's funny that's basically what they had to do because literally like you can barely see the face of it. And Pri wanted to actually go and challenge Ken, but you know, Pac said it's like, hey, it's not worth it. He's got no data over the recent years. And she wants to have fun, but he said your goal is to make it strong bae, not to have fun. Hey, I don't know. People are saying Pax is a little bit suspicious, eh? What's he planning? What's he planning? I mean, other than making, I don't know. I'll save it for the theory video, I guess. He does the battle. I think really cool that I liked how Chain does it is that Chain actually, well, I mean, it's kind of doing like a Lucifer thing, whatever, when it does the barrier, but it literally makes the chains around it and then it bursts out and hits them. I thought that was a pretty creative way. There is one shot here, which is like, hey, can you tell what part of the pin that HASBRO removed from the original TAKARA TOMY release? Yeah, it gets a little bit obvious whenever they do the pauses on the hits. It's very obvious what that's the insert for. But Bill's trying to go, and he's trying to let Ranzo trying to hold him off. He tries to go for the Divine Launch. So he gets it up in the air. Then after he summons the KERBEUS avatar, the avatar looks, based on the original, it's kind of just like the dog has a little bit of armor now. A little chain dog. Then after goes for the kill. Goes for the kill. And I think KERBEUS again. Yeah, he goes for it, and then after he knocks them, it doesn't burst them, but he does knock them out. I like it. And then after, what was the thing here at this shot? Oh, they mentioned how even though he has like the puppets, they're all part of his identity, and she's looking at her visor on the end there. So maybe it's like accepting that's her and like the Quadra thing, like the same identity or something along those lines. I know that they're trying to, Pax is trying to make her use the visor, because I remember last episode it was like, well, you have to use the visor for your beta to get stronger now. Is that literal? Is that just because of the identity for the confidence? That's what I'm still trying to figure out, but she keeps on trying to do her own thing, going against what Pax wants, so I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen there. But yeah, next week it's going to be, I think it's Bell versus Ken, then after Ken versus Quadra, and yeah. Alrighty, final thoughts. Giving this a thumbs up here. I liked seeing Ken again. I thought it was interesting to see kind of how do they meet Ken. They meet Ken because he's doing a puppet show. That makes sense to me. I feel how they have the characters feels a bit natural. Again, I still prefer this way over Sparking, definitely over DB. I think they're doing a good job, I would say. I think they're doing a good job with QuadStrike so far. I only just don't like how the HASBRO base kind of do affect it in the sense of how the battles kind of look. But otherwise, that's really just minor. Was there any issues I had with the art? No. I think art was just kind of like just average here. I don't think anything was really off model like it was before. I'm trying to think. Was this shot here? No. I thought that was the only kind of weird looking shot, but then after it kind of looks like this normal there. Yeah, I think it was kind of fine. Otherwise, I don't really think there's anything. I know Dante's episodes were really bad for being off model, because he should be like a lot taller than he is, and his head and body like proportions. But no, this was good. And yeah, I already showed the voice actor for Ken for QuadStrike. Yeah, so go and support them. I think I checked. I believe they did Genshin Impact, the voice character on that. I'm pretty sure. And yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Probably Monday we're gonna get that episode battle in. Maybe PAX Theory Tuesday, because the coming week's gonna be pretty big. But yeah, after this it's literally just now it's next week's gonna be the episode. Next week's the episode. After that it's just weekly on the Saturdays. And yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Shout outs to my boy Cyprus for helping out so I can actually see the episode. And yeah, I'm gonna just mention now as we end off, as I'm getting off this chair, that I do have a store. It is an optional way to support the channel. I appreciate any support regardless. I was very much enjoying this episode. It's so good to see Ken after so many years, man. I forgot, I need to plug the store properly. Okay, we have DB and BU stuff if you're interested. We have pre-orders up for Infinite Achilles Pro Series. Not only that, but we also have pre-orders for Beyblade X, so please check it out. It is an optional way to support the channel. I appreciate any support regardless. Subscribe if you are new here. And yeah, thanks for watching. Alrighty, that's about it for now. Take care and bye.